How's it going, neighbors? This is Ed here with etrailer.com, and we're taking a look at the RockyMounts AfterParty bike carrier on our 2022 Chevrolet Equinox. The AfterParty is a wheel-mounted bike carrier that's going to support your bike or secure your bike to the carrier by making contact with the front and rear wheel without anything touching the frame. A lot of bike carriers, especially platform style, are frame mounted where they make contact. So if you have a carbon fiber bike, unconventional frame, or just a nice paint job where you didn't want frame contact, wheel mount is generally going to be the best way to go. What is special about the AfterParty is the fact that it can not only tilt to give you access to the cargo area, it actually swings open so while keeping your bike on the carrier. So first, let's take a look at our tilt feature. You're going to pull the handle on the front and just get a tilt, and it gives you great access to get to your cargo area pretty quickly. You can have full access without removing the bike from the carrier. But the thing that's really cool about the AfterParty is the fact that you can lift it up and actually open it out. So you're going to first release the carrier by unthreading right here, this handle, the blue handle down here, and then you're going to pull the tabs to open the carrier out. So you have one here. It'll stretch and lock into place. And as you can see, you can have your entire bike carrier fully loaded and have access to your cargo area at the same time. So that's a real handy feature for when you're going out for those extended trips and you know that you're wanting to get into the back of the vehicle without having to completely remove your bike from the carrier. So I'm gonna slide this guy back on and just let everything click into place. And I'm just gonna fasten our handle back down. Since I left the cargo hatch open, I'm just gonna use my tilt feature to get it closed. One thing you want to consider if you're keeping your bikes, if you're loading up the carrier at its maximum capacity, you definitely may want to have additional help to help you tilt and lift the bikes up just to keep everything safe. So I'm going to take a closer look at the carrier with you. So we're going to take off the secure system. So you just pull the blue tab here up. I'm sorry, you push it in. God dang it. There we go. And that releases the tension on the carrier itself. As far as the wheelbase, it will support up to a 55-inch wheelbase and your tires up to 3 inches. If you have a fat tire bike, this may not be the best option for you just because it maxes out beyond what underneath where your width would be. I'm gonna grab my tape measure and let's take a look at how much we're adding to the back of the vehicle. So at the closest point, we're right at 5 inches from the bumper. Overall, right at 27 inches. At the highest point, as far as our ground clearance, right at the back of the handle, we're right at 20 inches. The way that the AfterParty is designed, you actually have a staggered step system where it's basically gonna help keep the bikes away from each other for handlebar interference. So that's gonna come in handy as far as positioning your bikes onto the carrier at the same time. We're gonna lift up in the stowaway position, and at our closest point, we're about an inch from the bumper. And overall, going to the blue handle, right at about a foot. On the back of the vehicle, you will see your carrier on the rear view camera. However, your license plate, backup lights, rear tail lights, and your rear window all are going to be unobstructed by the carrier. Now, if you are looking for something that has the similar features to this, the RockyMounts monorail is practically the same carrier without the swing away feature. But if you can see some value in this for your trip or your adventure, it would be a great idea to have that so you can have full access to your cargo area without unloading your bikes. Well, again, this is Ed with etrailer.com, taking a look at the RockyMounts AfterParty on our 2022 Chevrolet Equinox. Have a great day.
Here we are on our test course. As we hit the alternating bumps, you can see what it would be like to hit a pothole on the road. Our solid speed bumps simulate pulling in and out of a driveway or hitting a speed bump in a parking lot. We use the slalom portion of our course to simulate the side-to-side movement, such as turning corners or evasive maneuvers.